So if you're like the majority of our viewers on our channel, chances are you are looking at moving to Colorado because of the outdoor lifestyle and everything that Colorado has to offer year-round in terms of getting out and enjoying the outdoors. Well, we thought it'd be a great idea if we put together a list of the top 5 areas that people move to when they're looking to do just that. So if you're interested in moving here because you love being outdoors, you love an active lifestyle, and you love being able to enjoy your state 12 months out of the year, then this video is going to be for you. So with that being said, let's jump in to number 1 on our top 5 list of our most active cities. Now, starting off at number 1, we are going to feature Evergreen, Colorado. This is one that you may have not heard us talk a lot about on our channel, but we're going to start diving into it a lot more because this is definitely a mountain living sort of experience while being, maybe about 35-40 minutes from downtown Denver. Let me jump over to our screen share and show you guys exactly what I'm talking about here. So I just mapped it from downtown Denver, and we're looking here that it's about a 38-minute drive. And as you guys can see here, you are definitely in the mountains, but you're not too far in the mountains where you're starting to get into ski resorts and stuff like that. So this is a place where, even if you're working in Denver or the tech center or anywhere here in the metro area, you can really get the best of both worlds. I know a lot of people that live out in Evergreen and they commute to Metro Denver every day for their job. If you're looking for mountain living and really experiencing everything Colorado has to offer, Evergreen is definitely a place you should be checking out. Now, the average home price in Evergreen is going to be right around $850,000, and the types of homes that you're going to find out there are truly mountain style homes. You'll find a lot of sort of log cabin style homes. You will find some more modern new builds out there for sure. You can really find any type of house that you're looking for out there. And let me actually jump over to Google Earth and show you guys just an example of one of the neighborhoods. All right, so this is a great representation of just some of the styles of homes that you'll find, and more so just the way that these are laid out. You've got some huge lots. You have some unconventional lot boundaries. This is pretty much the furthest thing that you could get from a cookie cutter style home. I'm going to go ahead and jump down here to one of the streets and just cruise around a little bit to show you guys what it's like. This is textbook classic Evergreen right here. As you can see, you've got evergreen pine trees everywhere. Not a lot of like sidewalks or anything like that. These are really like mountain style roads, but it's going to be twisty, turny. You're going to have homes that are built up on the hills here. Just such a variety of homes that are going to be out here in the area, but you're going to have just very mountainous terrain. What I would not expect is, a big front or backyard. This is going to be your style of yard, right? You can put fences up as you can see here, but you're not going to have a lot of just flat, big open yards. So if that's something that you're looking for, there might be some other places out here you're going to want to explore. But man, this is just absolutely gorgeous. Now, as we always like to tell people, once you start getting out into the mountains, particularly Evergreen, you need to plan for a different style of winter than we talk about in a lot of our other videos. Most videos that we talk about the snow being melted in just a couple days, shoveling your driveway with just your snow shovel. It does get quite different once you are out here in Evergreen. You do have plows that come in and hit the majorities of these roads, but as you can see here, like just these guys' driveway, it goes all the way up here, all the way out to the home. If you live in a place like this, you're definitely going to want, at a minimum, a snowblower, but more likely some sort of ATV or four-wheeler with a plow attached. Man, this is just absolutely stunning, and this is what you're going to find in the majority of neighborhoods in the Evergreen area. Now, since this video is talking about the activities in each of these areas, enjoying the outdoor Colorado lifestyle, I want to feature just some notable places that you can go and explore as a local in each of the major cities that we're going to talk about today. So right here, what I want to do for Evergreen is we're going to take a look at Evergreen Lake. This is a massive lake that is located right in the center of Evergreen. And you can see here that there's like a little dock, you've got a parking lot, and you've got trails that go all around this. But this is just absolutely stunning out here. How you kind of sit in this little valley. It is just absolutely beautiful. Also keep in mind that you don't need to necessarily live in Evergreen in order to enjoy places like this. These are also very touristy places, or at least like local touristy, right? If that makes sense. These are great places to come up on the weekend. You'll see tons of paddle boarders out here, and it is just absolutely stunning. Now, another place you're going to want to check out is downtown Evergreen. Here we've got the lake right over here on the right side of the screen, but if we go ahead and zoom down here, this is going to be downtown. It almost looks historic. It looks like a lot of the original like places that were set up, you know, when this was a mining town are probably still here. It's just very quaint little construction going on right there, but you've got so many little cute mom and pop shops. This is just what a lot of the old mountain towns sort of look like. And Evergreen, they've just done such a good job preserving just a lot of the old history and charm in the city. And that's honestly what brings a lot of people here. You do have all your modern amenities and grocery stores and things like that, but it is really cool when you can just come down here and explore. And again, this is what makes it such a popular weekend destination, because you just don't have a lot of places like this in the metro area. So if you guys are looking for that mountain living without needing to be too crazy far to the mountains, where you can easily get to downtown Denver, man, Evergreen should be at the very top of your list. Now, if you guys are liking this video and you want to learn more about this area and some others we've put together, the Ultimate Colorado Relocation Guide. So if you check the description below, you can download our guide and learn about the top areas, top neighborhoods, top school districts, and just learn everything you need to know when moving to Colorado. So check that out. Let me know what you guys think, and we will get right back to the content right now. Now, next up on the list, this should come to no big surprise to you guys, but that's going to be Boulder, Colorado. Now, Boulder is the epitome of active lifestyle. People go there because they want to be close to the mountains, but they want to be around a lot of things to do in the city. And Boulder is one of the few places where you could drive 5 or 8 minutes into the Boulder Mountains and live up there, and you've got the true mountain living like we just saw in Evergreen. But then you come down the mountain 5 or 10 minutes and you're right in downtown Boulder. As you guys can see, that's appealing to a lot of people for that reason. And there's a lot of people too where they want the opposite, to where they want to live in the city, in the actual town of Boulder. But then all the great hiking and mountain biking and all the mountain activities you can think of are just 5 or 10 minutes away. Depending on what kind of lifestyle you're looking for, you can get both of those in Boulder. Now, Boulder will come at a premium. Median home price out there is about 1.2 million. If you've got a little extra to spend on a home, man, Boulder would be the place to do it. Boulder holds its value like crazy. It is such a desirable area. It's been on the map for a long, long time here. And Boulder is one of those places where it's almost in its own little bubble up there. It basically has its own sort of little economy, right? As you see maybe some fluctuations in the housing market at a national level that maybe is kind of felt in the metro area, you just don't really see that translate as much up to Boulder because it is such a desirable area. They also do a really good job of limiting supply up there because Boulder is very sensitive about preserving the sort of culture and ecosystem that they have up there. So for example, you can't go up there and buy a plot of land and subdivide it and build more homes. They're issuing like no new permits for things like that. The types of homes that you'll see out there are a lot of older, almost like historic or Victorian style homes. And then if you have a new build up there, it's on a lot where the previous home was torn down and they built a new one. You can find any and every type of home up there. And man, there are some absolutely gorgeous, super luxury homes up there, which are really cool to go see. But they do a great job of just really limiting the growth that they have up there. Let me jump over to Google Maps. Here we're showing that we're just about 37 minutes from downtown Denver. Right up here, North Denver, you're going to come off Highway 36. That's going to take you all the way up here to Boulder. And then you guys can see that you are almost like right in the mountains. And this area up here, Seven Hills, Pine Brook Hill, Sugarloaf, these are all just very popular Boulder areas. Now, let me show you guys one of the popular neighborhoods out here. It is called Mapleton Hill. And as you can see, it's this area that we're going to explore right here. We are just outside the mountains. So again, this is probably a 3 to 5 minute drive that you have right here. Let me show you guys just a little bit of the landscape. So we've got, you know, this neighborhood right here. And if we turn just a little bit, you guys can see how you just come right up through the valley of the mountains right there. So let's jump down to a street view and just give you guys a real look for the types of homes that are going to be out here. So first thing you're going to notice, trees everywhere. It is absolutely beautiful. You have this, you know, beautiful median that runs down the road here. And then as far as a variety of homes, just like we talked about, you're going to have some of these like classic, not quite Victorian style here homes. Almost all of these have been just renovated throughout. I mean, some of these homes are just breathtaking. Sense of community that I would say you have up here in Boulder is really next level and something that you're not going to find a whole lot of places. Just with how, you know, how much they focus on preserving the builds and everything, kind of what's there is what you're going to get. Even these more like townhomes and things like like that, they just make them just absolutely beautiful. And then this is the road that is going to take you right up through the mountains. Here's a little trailhead. That's one of the things too, is that, you know, just within the whole city, you're going to find these little trails that go off. This is one of the few areas in the Denver metro area that is walkable, that's bikeable. You guys obviously know about CU Boulder. There is a very, very large college campus up there, and it is kind of cool because it does have those college vibes that a lot of you guys like when you're looking at that city. But then you can go just outside of it and you're going to have beautiful little neighborhood like Mapleton Hill that is not going to feel like a college city, right? Now, another popular area is going to be the Pearl Street Mall. Let me give you guys an overhead view here. So as you can see, it is a pedestrian only mall, and there is so much cool stuff going on there. Let me zoom in here and show you guys. So of course we zoom into a Starbucks, but this is a very, very popular area, especially on the weekend, where you can just get on foot, you can walk the mall, and you're gonna find just a ton of local shopping, some really, really good restaurants. For those of you guys that are into like the food scene, you're gonna find just a lot of really good options here on Pearl Street. All sorts of different style cuisine, gift shops, mom and pop shops, just street performers will be out here. It's a really, really cool place to go and spend some time on the weekend. We've been down here quite a bit. We're showing you some B-roll from it right now. We've actually done a video just on Pearl Street. So when it comes to community and family and indoor outdoor lifestyle, guys, Boulder is hard to beat. If you've got the budget for it, highly recommend it. It will be money well spent. Now, next up on the list, we have Golden, Colorado. Now, you guys have probably heard us talk about this before, or you've at least heard of Golden. Let me jump over to Google Maps here. So Golden is located just about 30 minutes, 27 to be specific, from downtown Denver. It's about just due west of downtown. And as you guys can see here, again, it is located just right up against the foothills. Now, Golden is a fairly small town. Finding some new builds there. They definitely have newer homes out there. They have a lot of older historic homes. It is a mining town. So you'll find homes dating all the way back to like the 1900s. And then you will find some newer ones built in the 2000s. Now, because the town is so small, there is a lot of demand out there and not a lot of supply, which means you will have slightly higher home prices. Average home price out there is about $750. In addition to the mountains that you'll have here on the west side, you do have just some really cool, notable Golden features here, such as the North Table Mountain Park. You'll have these sort of like mesas that are here. And actually, let me jump over to Google Earth. All right, so here we are in Golden. This is going to be the heart of Golden here. And let me just change our view a little bit so you can see here North Table Mountain. It's really more of a mesa here. Man, it just leaves some really cool landscape here in Golden. And this is one of the places, just like the other ones that I've mentioned, where it really feels like you're living in Colorado. If you live in a lot of our Denver metro cities, if you're not looking out west, you might not feel like you're in Colorado. All the places we're talking about today definitely have that Colorado feel that I'm sure you guys are looking for. As we can see here, I mean, just trails that go all around this. You have these big lots for these homes right here. Gorgeous little neighborhoods over here. And actually, let's zoom into one of these because I want to show you guys one of these newer type of neighborhoods is going to feel like. I mean, look at how beautiful this is. Who wouldn't want to walk out their door and see this right down the road? The homes are going to have more modern styles in this part of town, but let me just drive around here a little bit and give you guys a feel for what some of these neighborhoods are going to feel like if you're actually just driving through them on a day-to-day basis. It's kind of cool. You can see the seasons change a little bit. You'll see it just kind of go a little more brown during the winter time, but then just how, pristine and green everything turns in the spring and summertime. Just a gorgeous neighborhood here. Now, coming back here to our map, you'll see here that right in the heart of Golden, actually, let me jump over here. We are going to look at the School of Mines. So Golden is also another college town here. So you're going to see basically the college campus right here. And if we come down to any of these side streets, these neighborhoods out here, you're going to get a feel for the other sort of historic homes that I was talking about. So again, just absolutely beautiful, but now you have these more like little homes here. And some of these do date back as early as 1900s, 1920s, a little bit smaller lot sizes. This is also just very, very charming town. Also a very big tourist destination. We're showing you guys some clips of downtown Golden right now. They've kept a lot of the just classic sort of mining town vibe there. And that's what I love about these mountain towns. Are so big on culture and preserving history there that you're not just going to see new builds everywhere where they're building on every square foot that they can in the city. They do a great job preserving, which is just again one of the reasons that makes it highly desirable. Now, another cool feature of Golden, definitely worth pointing out if you're looking for the outdoor lifestyle, is Clear Creek. Clear Creek runs right through downtown Golden. You can see it kind of carving through the town right here, through the college. You'll see people take their kayaks out on these. They're inner tubes. I mean, you can take this thing a long, long way. You'll have like these tubing days and kayaking days. There's even a little bit of whitewater there. So you'll see a ton of kayakers up in Golden. And I mean, what other place where you can live and then go and kayak 5 minutes from your home? Really, really cool feature. This is something you definitely will not find everywhere. And here it is. This is actually the Coors Brewery in Golden. That's where they're notorious for. And that Clear Creek runs right through the brewery. It's actually, it's pretty amazing. A very unique place. And there is a ton of mountain biking up here as well. So as you guys can see, Golden is an extremely unique place, whether it's kayaking or mountain biking or hiking or just beautiful landscape that you're looking for. Man, Golden might be the place for you. An average home price of $750, a lot more affordable than Boulder. And that's actually right on par with a lot of the Denver metro area averages. Again, like I said, there's a little bit of a supply and demand thing up there, but there are definitely some homes available up there. So this could be a very good option for you if you're looking for a ton of things to do and just beautiful scenery to look at every single day. Now, number 4 on the list, Littleton, Colorado. Now, this is one you guys have definitely heard of, and you might be surprised to find out how much this plays into the Colorado outside lifestyle like you may be looking for. Now, let me jump over here to our map. Littleton sits directly south of Denver. Here we're about 23 minutes south of Denver. Again, you might be surprised because this is one of our more popular metro cities, yet it is extremely active. Now, one of the top places out here I want to mention is this South Valley Park. Now, there's about 8 miles of trails out here, and you can see we've got the park right here. We've got a trailhead down here, but I want to come down and show you guys. Let's see if it'll actually let me go onto the trail. So this is specifically called Coyote Song Trail. Oh, as you can see now, it is definitely in the winter time, but look how cool this landscape is. Now, I mean, this looks like you're literally in the mountains hiking on this trail, right? But no, you're just in Littleton, Colorado. So this is just prime example of how, you know, you've got a major metro city, yet just with Colorado landscape and just beautiful trail preservation, man, you've got just some really cool, legit hiking out there. Now, let me come back here. I want to show you guys just maybe one other portion of this, if it will let me. Let's come down here just a little bit. Let's take a look at this one. Absolutely beautiful, guys. And I mean, as you can see here, it's the middle of the winter, obviously. This just goes to show how this is a year-round state. You know, a lot of states that you guys are coming from, Texas, Florida, it's pleasurable to be outside like 3 or 4 months out of the year. Not in Colorado. Out here, you'll definitely want the right gear, but man, you can really enjoy everything that the state has to offer year-round.
Do we head up to the mountains and go mountain biking, hiking, fishing, climbing? Yakking?
Just show you guys really how cool this is. So you'll see these rock formations here. These are called flat irons, where you'll have these beautiful red rocks that are just coming up at this angle out of the earth. Geologically, I don't know how it happens, but it sure does make for some beautiful hiking. I want to zoom over here just a touch to show you guys just some of the homes that are out in this area. So let's jump into this neighborhood right here. We'll jump down on Valley Parkway, and this is near Ken Carl. So if we're looking at this Ken Carl area, this is actually going to be out on the west side of the state. Again, we're sitting right up here near the foothills. So let me just jump down here and show you guys some of these neighborhoods. So again, just like some of the other ones, it's beautiful, it's green. You have trees everywhere. Let's see if we can come up here. And as you guys can see here, this is kind of the view I was looking for. Look how close you are to the mountains and the foothills. A lot of these homes, these look to be probably late 90s to maybe early 2000s. 2000s, but you can see the mature trees in the neighborhood. And this is something that you just won't get in like a Castle Rock or a Parker, where you just have some just beautiful mature landscaping. This is probably one of the biggest trade-offs from a new build community to a slightly older community like this, are the mature trees, the bigger lot sizes, no cookie cutter homes. Now, Littleton is going to have quite a variety of homes for you guys, especially as you go further into like downtown Littleton. You will have a lot of homes that were built in the 60s and 70s out there. It'll have a little more of a like metropolitan city feel, versus this one feels like you're a little bit more on the outskirts, because you are, yet you're still very, very close. Again, you're 24, 27 minutes from Denver here. Really, really cool spot. Now, another area I want to show you guys is downtown Littleton. This is what draws a lot of people to Littleton, because they really like those sort of like historic downtown walkable areas. Littleton has one of the best. Again, this is a great spot to come for brunch or spend some time on the weekend, kind of keeping in tune with the theme of everything that we saw earlier. It's small, it's cute, it's quaint, it's charming, all of those keywords that you guys know and love, exactly what downtown Littleton has to offer. So again, great place to come for brunch. There's tons of mom and pop restaurants that are out here, just really cool shopping, dining, little taverns and things like that. So again, whether you're living in Littleton or not, this is an area that you're definitely just going to want to come and explore anytime you're visiting Colorado, or if you live anywhere within the area. Now, another big draw to Littleton is that there is a light rail stop there. That's our mass transit train. If you guys are looking to utilize that, there's not a whole lot of places where you can live in a place as beautiful as Littleton and also have access to the light rail. So they do have a light rail stop here just outside of downtown, which you can take all the way to Denver, which is really great for games. You can take it all the way out to the airport. It just comes in handy quite a bit. So a lot of people that are moving to Littleton, that is one of the primary features that they're moving there for, in addition to all the amazing things that it has to offer. And with an average home price of $700,000, man, it's really hard to beat. So again, if you're looking to be maybe closer to Denver, really close to all the city amenities, with the ability to have some space and some good land and good hiking within the actual city, Littleton should be a top choice for you. In addition to that, guys, they usually have a top 3 school district. So Littleton School District, it's a small one, but it is very, very highly ranked when it comes to education. When it comes to families, that might be one of the reasons that you choose Littleton over any of the other areas that we mentioned today. Now, all the other areas do have great school districts, particularly Boulder, but Littleton is one that people really don't know how good the school district is. So definitely something I wanted to point out for you. Now, this video could not be complete without capping it off with one of our favorite places. Should come as no surprise to you guys, Castle Rock, Colorado. You guys know how much we love Castle Rock. We are huge fans of it for a bunch of reasons, which I will dive into right now. So let's start off with proximity to Denver. So looking at the map right now, we sit pretty much due south of Denver with a little bit of traffic. This might be an accident or something. We're sitting at right about 40 minutes from downtown Denver. A lot of people tend to think Castle Rock is a lot further south than it is, but guys, it's really not. And a lot of you guys aren't needing to go to Denver on a regular basis, but I always like kind of using Denver as a reference point. So here we're looking at about 40 minutes. And if we come down here on the south side, what we're going to find, you're going to find a ton of neighborhoods. Okay. But then you're also going to see a lot of this sort of terrain that's here. I'm actually going to switch the map up just to be able to show you guys just some of the Castle Rock terrain that you're going to find, because it is very, very unique. Pretty much any of the areas that we talked about today. Let me head over to Google Earth and I am going to show you guys this. I am zooming into the outlets at Castle Rock. We're sitting right off I-25. To reorient you guys, I-25 runs north and south right here, and we've got the outlets right here. Now, this is a very popular weekend destination. You have this huge just outdoor shopping mall area, which is going to have just all your favorite outlet stores. But then, as you guys can see, just the beautiful Castle Rock terrain that not only is on the west side here, as we would expect, facing the mountains, but I'll go ahead and spin us around. But look at all these just bluffs and hills that you have out here. This is just one of the many reasons that makes Colorado, or Castle Rock specifically, just absolutely beautiful. You can see here in a little bit of like the older parts of Castle Rock where you do have some of those mature trees like I was talking about in Littleton. But then I'm going to zoom out here just a little bit. We're going to cross over the highway and then just look at some of these just trails and stuff that you have here. This is Plum Creek, and you just have trails that run not only through every single one of the neighborhoods that's out here, but just all throughout the city as well. I'm going to zoom over here and you guys can see just this beautiful golf course that we have here. This is actually Castle Pines Golf Course, and Castle Pines sits just south of Daniels State Park, which is this area here, which again is just full of trails, is all completely open to the public, and you just have legit hiking and mountain biking and beautiful views all within the city of Castle Rock, just like Littleton, as I was mentioning before. Now, one of my favorite hidden gems in Castle Rock, technically I believe it's Franktown, but we're right outside Castle Rock, is going to be Castlewood Canyon State Park. Now, this is one that a lot of locals don't even know about. Now, if you guys see here, when they call it Castlewood Canyon, it is a literal canyon that drops down here, versus most hiking, you hike up a mountain. With Castlewood Canyon, you actually hike down. You hike down from the trailhead up here. You hike down in the canyon. Cherry Creek actually runs down the middle. So you have some really good hiking trails that go through here. And it's really cool because it all kind of follows Cherry Creek as well. So you can always take a pit stop, go and jump in the water, have a little picnic. It is just one of my favorite places. I used to go there in high school quite a bit. I wanted to make this video again because we're talking about the outdoor lifestyle, and a lot of locals don't even know about this. It can get a little busy on the weekend, but not like you would expect for everything that it has to offer. Now, I want to show you guys one of the most popular neighborhoods that we're going to have out here, and that is the Meadows. So the Meadows is comprised of a bunch of little smaller neighborhoods, but the whole thing is just called the Meadows. And I'm going to zoom in here and show you guys what some of these homes look like. With the Meadows, you're going to find a variety of homes. You're going to find everything not 80s, but I would say mid 90s to early 2000s, which are what some of these look like, all the way up to some brand new build homes with 4-car garages and RV parking and stuff. Now, we are looking a little bit more cookie cutter here, which, I would say is probably unique for this area as opposed to some of the other ones that I showed you guys. But again, people just love living out here. When it comes to sense of community, this is gonna be one of the best. There's tons of families that live out here. As you guys can see, like, you'll break out of the neighborhood and here you've got, again, the beautiful trails, beautiful terrain. So, for those of you guys that are out walking your dogs or walking your babies every day, Castle Rock often ends up being a top choice, not only because of all of the, nature and everything that you're going to find out here, because it is also one of the most affordable. So with an average home price of about $600,000 in Castle Rock, this is definitely the most affordable area that we featured today. And honestly, that's one of the reasons that we love it the most, because when it comes from getting the best bang for your buck, when you're looking at modern shopping amenities like the outlets, you've got a Whole Foods down there, a new 24-hour fitness, along with the nature and the outdoor activities that you have, and affordability. Honestly, I think this might be the best one out of all of them, because all of those things just get compiled into one awesome place, and it is called Castle Rock. Castle Rock is continuing to grow and develop, especially on the south side. They're continuing to build homes down there. They're about to put a new Costco in. A lot more people are being drawn to the Castle Rock area. So it is just one of those areas where I think you're going to be looking at a lot of future appreciation potential when it comes to just more and more people learning about how awesome Castle Rock is. So I hope you guys like this video. It's a little unique. I don't think we've ever done one before where we really featured areas with the best sort of Colorado year-round lifestyle that so many of you guys are looking for. So hopefully you enjoy this video. If you'd like to see more like this, comment below. I'm also curious, out of the top 5 we talked about today, what are your favorite cities that we mentioned? So guys, just a reminder, as much as we like making these videos, we are licensed real estate agents. So there's a number popping up on your screen below. If you throw us a phone call, text message, or email, we are the guys that answer the phone and respond to your emails. And we would love to help you with any of your real estate needs. So appreciate you guys. We'll see you next time.